Okay, I'm here.
There he is. What's going on, dude?
Not much. Any
Oh,
chance you get any chance somebody will cook you food and let you use their laundry, you got to take advantage of it.
oh, that's right, because your laundry's all ripped out too, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We're like, can you get the? Is there any way to get that done first? Or,
Right.
he's like, I can't say anything. I know he'll try.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, drywall goes up sometime next week, so that's a
Nice.
big. Yes. I didn't realize you could actually put people in a roadblock, so that's the only reason why I did not put anybody in a roadblock.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah. I mean,
improved cover, so
it's a little unusual. Well, it's so there's a wall technically on these three sides, right?
okay, gotcha.
But it's only a roadblock on this hex. Is the new
Oh,
rule.
okay, gotcha. I think I have the roadblock the correct way. So like
Yep.
that's like
Yeah, the
yeah,
dragon's
okay,
teeth face the
yep,
the right
yep,
roadside. Yeah.
yep. I think it's funny that Martin was asking about the Evo, and I'm
Easy.
like, I think it's dead, and then all of a sudden, it
Well,
comes
I
to-
mean, yeah,
I'm
modern
wondering if
Evo might be different, but
yeah, I what I'm thinking is that he's like, oh, I got to throw this out because everything's kind of the way it is for World War II, but
right,
maybe I can do this for modern, and then then it really doesn't look like ASL or any other.
right. Well, I mean, that's what's a little confusing is okay, you get a chapter, whatever the hell that means, but you
Yeah,
use your ATS rulebook. So I'm like, well, okay, but does that mean the chapter is going to say, well, use the ATS rules except for here, 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 you know?
I have a feeling that's what it's going to be,
Right.
or more. Yeah, so definitely. So
Which,
okay, let's take a look at this guy here. So objectives, the vermin. Yeah, the
vermin.
German win.
Close. I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, the German win the game at the end if they accumulate greater or less than 8 VPs, greater than or equal to. Sorry,
Yep.
that's weird.
I
Greater than
win.
or equal. That's the second time I've done
I
that.
win.
When I was it's like, yep, no matter what, you win. Okay, so greater than or equal to 8 VPs, in addition to exit VPs earned by exiting units from the west edge. The
Correct.
Germans receive 1 victory point for each emplacement hex controlled at the end of the game.
So I can
Exception is pillboxes
pillboxes are
are
worth
worth
two.
two.
Yep. So I
Yep.
can kill your guys for whatever they're worth. I can exit guys off the west edge, and I get a VP for taking every emplacement.
Gotcha. So it's an all-out battle then. This is not a maneuver. This is a
I think it's a
shoot the crap
slugfest.
out of
Yeah.
it. Yep, it'll be fun. So and you just come on from the so there's really no there's really
Correct.
no setting up any pieces. It's
No, that's why I said. Well, I mean, I organize them right into
yeah,
platoons and companies or whatever. But
yeah.
I mean, it's a
Um,
reinforced company. But
the next one, by the way, looks kind of interesting because of the setup.
two for
It's,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the Panzer Regiment, the 12th SS has to set up.
Right.
So that's just I saw that I was playing around with the setup for that one. And I was like, this is really
And you
cool.
get four Panzer fives.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of nice.
That seems like it could be deadly, but
Yeah, and only one AT gun
yeah, one
too.
AT gun, three bazookas, right, and some AT mines, but still,
The way I was looking at it, there's some good angles that
right,
you can set up the bazookas in a good spot. Is what I when I was looking at it. So
right. Well, you do have a
okay,
155, so
okay, yeah, spotting. Okay, so back to the spotting conditions are hazy with still
yep,
ground cover, which
yep,
means basically if you go off the roads, it's 2 movement points.
one and a half, yeah,
Yeah, 1.5.
and
Oh,
no,
because
no,
it's not heavy ground cover. It's
right,
just
no
straight.
running unless you're on a road, which there's two
Yep,
roads coming in, so
that's what you're supposed to do. The mirror. Oh, I do receive a 105 on this.
correct. And one, so I hope you plotted your registration X.
No, let me do that real
Okay.
quick.
And
And no,
I was gonna point out. Remember, spotting conditions are hazy, so don't plot it where you can't see it.
yeah, because it's my from my FO, right? That's yeah.
No, not necessarily. So
Okay.
the registration hex just means when you roll to for accuracy, you get an additional -20 on that
Oh,
first shot.
gotcha. But I have to. So hazy. That's not too bad.
8 hexes.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
for running an assault moving personnel.
Okay. So it would be 8 hexes from someplace I can see, correct?
Yeah. Now your
That's the
FO is going to be the one calling that fire in,
yeah.
right?
So it has to be like within 8 hexes or within line of sight
Of him, probably so.
of him. Yep. Okay. Let me go throw this in the notes because I know where I want to register that at. Notes. I'll put it in private right now, and then I
That's fine.
will
Yep.
um,
I trust you,
make
but
it.
you didn't comment on my text there. Well, not my text, my chat message.
Which one?
You said you just walked in and I said, "Great, go open a bottle of wine for Karen."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Get her
I let
settled
the,
in
I
the
had to let,
couch, you know.
oh, she's good. She's gonna be good. She had a bottle. She had a half a bottle
Oh, jeez.
at our.
Nice.
She split it, so
Ah,
they just had fruit drinks. So
yeah.
I had like a Lion and Kugel grapefruit spritzer or something. But I had to drive anyway, so I wasn't
Right.
gonna.
That's all right. Now you have to make up for it and catch up to me.
Ah, I think I need all the help I can get. So
Yeah, you said Jameson Black Label.
yeah, no black bottle. Yeah, black barrel. Yep.
Oh, Black
I'll have
Barrel.
to-
That's right.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So in this case,
Yeah. I moved on to the Angel's
You-
Envy, so.
I saw that. Um, you move first.
Well, technically, yes. However, the first thing is indirect
Oh.
fire. I have no indirect fire, but if you wanted to do some indirect fire, you could, or you could
Which
just hold
I'm not going to.
it. Right.
So, I mean, yes, I have 8 hexes, but where
Right.
there's no reason. So
Well,
you'll get to move first
yeah.
this time, and then we'll do initiative after
Right.
that.
I mean, one of the things is like sometimes you'll want to fire, you'll spot for your mortar just to put a CFF
Yep.
down, right? But
Yep.
at this point, I'm not even going to get close enough to you for it to matter. So
Nope.
okay.
No.
So we'll just go to turn 1 fire and movement, and I'll move. How about that?
That sounds like right where we're supposed to be.
Good. All right, these guys. Oh wait, is it those guys? Yeah, are gonna do platoon movement, and they're gonna run, and they're gonna go technically 1-2. Actually, let me check the snow rules. I know it's a half, but I don't think the half counts on roads.
Is there
Each non-road. Nope. So it's just normal on the road. So that's 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going there because spotting is 8. You can't see them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mark them winded. And it's you.
I am going to pass.
Okay. Hey, these guys are going to run. And they're going to do platoon movement. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll mark them winded. And you still can't see me.
Nope. And I'm going to pass again. This is where the advanced contact rules actually
Right.
come in, but
Well, but I mean,
like,
it's still the
you'll be-
same. It's
yeah, it really is.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think in this scenario, it ended up working out the same way anyway, right?
Yep.
Well, these guys are gonna also run, and they're basically going to do the same thing. Only he'll end up on top of this guy, and he'll be right there. Okay. I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mark these guys as movement winded. And they'll end up, I think, technically I could overstack because you can't see me. But I'm not gonna. Okay. Gee, that was fast. You gonna do any moving?
Nope.
Hey, look at that. Close assault. Do you want to roll or do you want me to just
No, I'm not
go?
moving.
Okay, so they'll all boom, 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 right?
Yep.
And a turn. Woo! Fun first turn.
First turn's done.
Indirect fire.
So you don't have any, and I'm not going to fire any. So
Okay. Fire and movement. You want to roll, or do you want me to just go?
you just go ahead.
As I say, my question is: are you just going to pass? Because
Yeah, I'll just pass. Yeah.
that's what I
on
figured.
defense, there's not much.
Right. All right. So these guys. Are going to platoon move. They will all assault. So that's one. That's two. Oh, geez, it's
those are
2.5. So that's 3.5.
Oh no, that would be because of the snow. If it's 1.5,
Right, it's two,
2, and then a half.
and then so it was three
Yeah,
and a half
okay,
total.
half, yep.
Right. And I think that might actually end up being it, because this is going to be 2.5, which would be 6. So I'm not going to get too much further, I don't think. Right, because I went 1.
Yeah, yep. You could only go 5, so yeah,
2.5.
that would be
Yep.
2.5 more. So
Okay.
that'd be, yep.
So they're done.
Okay, pass.
Okay. These guys, whoops. We're going to assault move. They're going to go 2. Oops. Oops. Hello. Two to enter the ravine. Actually, I guess that's 3.
That would be 3. Yeah, I was about to say because you get yeah,
Well, not 3. That's 2.5.
2.5. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah.
2.5, 5.
Yep.
And then 2.5, 5. Back to you.
And it here. Pass.
Pass. All right. This guy's going to assault move. 1, 2. 1, 2. So I think that's 1, 2, and then I think that's. So that'd be 3.5.
Yes. So you can go 1 more hex.
Yep. 5. Technically, you can see me now. Not technically. Actually, you can see me now.
Yeah, but I don't really have range. But yeah, with the
Or
captain,
necessarily line of sight. So.
Yeah. Well, I do have line of sight for something, not for that one. This I do. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this squad here.
Yep.
He is gonna. They're gonna fire.
Okay.
And so that's 3.5 rounded down. Because I'm going after obviously this guy right here.
Correct.
What was it about the orchards in the wintertime? I don't think
you actually have to intersect the depiction.
Artwork, right?
Right. So.
Yep, which should be okay.
Nope, that's 4. Looks like 4 to me.
Let's see here. Dang it. There. 1, 2. Yeah, it figures on the angle.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going vertically or horizontally, you're fine, but at the angle, I definitely see 4.
Yep.
shoot, I called it, so I've got to play it. So, although I don't think I can actually hit you now,
You can.
because that's a 2.
Right. You're +4, but you're -2 because I'm assault moving, and you have the NCO.
Oh, that's
you're
right.
net
So
+2.
net +2, and on a 2, because that's what it'd be on. I could I could still hit you with the C1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, firing away, and that does not though.
No.
So
Mark your captain.
fired as well.
I'm not sure why he's labeled a captain. He's an NCO, but whatever. Should be a
Maybe he
corporal.
was. Maybe he was a. Yeah.
Maybe he's a crappy captain. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I will assault fire because you're really far away. So I'd be halved and halved.
You'd be on like the 1.
So I'd be 18 divided by 4.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I mean, still a 4.
Plus.
Well, +4, 5, 6 for the hedgehog, -2, +4 on the 4. I mean, I could hit with a 1. Let's do it. No.
No.
I'm done.
Okay, pass.
Pass. Close assault. Are you going to be moving?
Nope.
All right. He's going to go there. He's going to go there. He's going to go there. He'll go into there. They'll go down that way.
I was about to say I should have put some guys on the top of that hedgerow. I can't.
Oh, yeah. You start in the...
I have the SS-17.
Yep. Well, you have to start on the road or something, right?
And so I can be on or adjacent.
Right.
I mean, yep, on
Well-
or adjacent to the road that angles.
Yeah, so I was thinking about. I'm taking the slow route. There are 8 turns, but I mean this is turn 3, and we still haven't really engaged, right?
Yep. It'll happen soon enough,
So
though.
right, like I say, we'll see how it goes, right? So
Yeah.
all right, any indirect fire for you?
Yes, I do. I'm going to fire with this 60 mortar.
Who's gonna spot for him because he can't see?
This nice little lieutenant here or captain
Okay.
right in front of him. I've learned some stuff with mortars, so
Yep.
so he's going to spot. He is a D.
Nope.
So I have.
This is spotted fire.
Oh, that's.
You put down a CFF marker.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I swear I've learned stuff. Okay. The combat. Oh, CFF. Not illumination. The darn CFF? Markers.
It's under combat, just down at the bottom, I think. Ish. Actually, it's more in the middle.
Oh, there it is. Combat. See it is. CFF. There we go. It's going to go there. No. Okay. So CFF. So I threw a CFF.
Yep.
Roll on the hit table to see if I hit, right?
Nope.
And then accuracy? So I
Nope.
do the accuracy first?
You roll on the accuracy table.
Okay. Okay, so... so that's the mortar, so it's not the other unit. So 2d6. Really?
Yeah. So assuming that you're looking up,
Yeah, I've got
you're
it.
Gonna
to
be, you're gonna be 2.
1, 2. I'm going
this
to be
way,
8. Yep,
and
and
then
then
this
1
way.
down.
Yep.
Yep, 819.
So I would label. So mark the mortar fired, but also
Yep.
label it and label that CFF so you know which one goes to
Okay.
which.
Okay, so that's
Or like
fire.
Evan and I were doing in our fire and ice game. We actually named our mortars.
Yeah. Shit, what did you guys name them?
Well, like I was the French, so I named them after the defensive positions at Din Bin Phu. So one was Eliane, and one was Gabrielle, I think.
Okay. Really? Let's see here.
I mean, you can just
So
go
this-
1 or A or whatever. But
I'll have to think of some labels. Change label. There we go. Mortar A for right now, and then that CFF will be mortar A as well.
Yep.
That way I know which one. So that's a good idea.
Yep.
Okay, so that is all. Well, hold on. Uh, hmm. Ooh, I screw. Oh man, usually pretty good on that. I missed that. Oh well. I have to infiltrate. I'm gonna have to infiltrate later on. Okay. Okay, so I'm done with the because I can't see anything else, and my other mortars are not at a good position to
Well,
fire.
I mean,
So.
technically he could see him. Actually, that's
Oh.
not true because I'm not moving.
Yep, you haven't moved yet, but I can use them for direct fire in the indirect fire,
Right.
or
This guy
I'd
could
still.
see him because he's 6 hexes away, which is the not
Yep.
moving hazy spotting
Yeah.
range, but he's
Gotcha. Yep.
just too
Not
little bit
moving.
too
Yep.
far away. Right.
So that's where the that's where the spotting really the
Correct.
indirect fire, unless it's so would a vehicle that's continuation moving, that would still be able to be spotted because
Right, because
it's
it's still
continuing.
moving. Right.
Okay. Yep. Got it. That makes sense. Okay. So we are done with the indirect fire.
Fire movement. You want to roll, or you're going to end up passing?
Oh, let's roll.
Okay. You go.
So I am going to take. Oh, that's right. I can't now. Oh man. Uh, but yeah, he's fine. Let me do one. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, here we go. I think I can do this, and we'll have to see. So if I take this guy here
Mm-hmm.
and then fire on this guy,
You can't
can I see him?
You can't because the spotting range is 6 hexes. Because I'm not moving yet.
Stationary. Oh. Well, normal, hazy. Oh, I was thinking 8 for some reason. Okay.
Moving
Sorry.
is 8. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, I'm gonna pass on that then. Sorry. I
Sorry.
thought I had a shot, but I don't.
I figured. All right, these guys are going to platoon move again, and they're going to run. I'm going to go ahead and just mark them with it now. Now this is going to be interesting because he's going to spend.
They can't run.
Oh shoot! You're right because they're not on a road.
You can only run on the roads.
Let me undo that. So they will assault move. So that's going to be 3. So that's going to be 1.5, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be. Oh, I may not be able to go that far, so let me do this guy because I think he's going to end up spending the most. Actually, I think he'll stay with that squad or that platoon because he's going to spend 2, 3 to go uphill, and a half. So he's actually only going to be able to get to there, so they'll have to stop there.
Gotcha.
Man, it's going to be a while for me to get there. I guess this is why you just run up the road.
Something like that.
Which I may just end up having to do. Okay, those guys will go that way.
Okay. I'm gonna pass.
All right. So these guys will assault move. And I think we are going to go 1, 2. So technically he's spent 2, even though it was really only 1.5. So that's 2, 3.5, 4.5. And they'll have to stop there. you are in good cover, right? Yep.
Or foxholes?
Yeah.
Yeah, foxholes are what? Are they are good cover, aren't they?
Yep. So you can opportunity fire if you want. If not, then I'm going to assault fire. Well, I'm going to assault fire either way.
Okay, now could I see you because of this hill?
Well, these guys are up. They're on the same level.
Okay, well, so are these guys and these guys.
Right, and you can see 8 hexes away.
Okay.
So yeah, all those guys. Well, yeah, all those guys should be able to see. Now these guys are going to have brush hindrance, right?
Yes. Yeah, I had to figure that out. What I wanted to do with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna fire. We're gonna op fire with this guy here. So that's 6.
So he's a 3.
Yeah. Well, it's op fire. Oh, he's 5.
But he's a
Excellent.
5.
Damn
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So it'd still be 3. So it'll be drop it down to 2. But there is no.
2 minus 1 for moving.
Yep. 2 minus 1. Yep. Okay, let's fire. 3 minus 1 is 2. So
go.
that is a C1.
So this dude
And
will take.
as long as you don't do a 10, you're fine.
Right. So
I didn't realize that no matter what, if you roll a 1, it's still a pass. I knew that 10 was a fail, but I didn't realize a 1 was automatic a pass.
Corporal Kinkle, he's good.
Yep.
And then just top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, and then the guy.
Yep.
Well, I guess the guy behind doesn't have to take one. Never mind.
Nope.
Duh.
He just helped the other guy out.
Right.
Yeah, no, doing these tutorials, I'm really having to dig deep into the rules.
Nice.
I'm enjoying it actually. Also, writing down helps me remember the stuff too,
Right.
So scripting them out has helped. Okay, so that's that. So you're good.
So I'm gonna assault fire unless you're doing something else.
Nope. Go ahead.
All right. So he's gonna be a 5. 6 is 11. 6. Oh, they're going to be quartered again. Anyway, so 6 is 17, and 6 is 23 quartered. Is basically going to be 5.
Which would be 4.
So 4, but plus 2.5 for the machine gun, so I'll be on the 6.
Okay.
Minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 for the leader, plus 1 for the foxholes.
Sounds good.
So straight up on 6. And it's a C1.
Okay, so he will take a casualty. That's in the. Those are in the foxholes, right? The guys I fired at you with. Okay.
Correct.
So that's a casualty, and then I can zoom in now. You've moved the stuff close enough.
Right.
Okay, so he gets help from Private Eagles, and that's a half squad there. That's in the wire, but he does get help from Private Eagles, so that's so we start with a 5, goes down to 4, but back up to a 5 with Private Eagles, and I'm good.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so it's my turn now. These hillocks are just pissing me off.
Mm.
Yep, nope, I can't. No, not the hillocks, but the hill, the levels.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't quite see you. There, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can use Private Eagles to spot for this mortar.
Only in their dark fire phase.
Oh, that's right. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He still can see. The mortar can see you anyways.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fire direct, but he'll be on the HPT.
Yep. So we just hit off the HPT right off the bat.
Correct.
So that'll be 8. He is a D, so that's a 7 to start off with.
Plus 3 for the brush.
Yep. So then a 4. but you are moving.
So 5.
Yep, 5 to 5. Oh, Antio, I could. Nah. We'll save that. Yeah, I'll save that. Yeah, so it is 5 or less to hit. Oh, that's not a hit. So.
Nope.
So he gets a fire marker.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yay, that was very unproductive. So, okay, your turn.
All right. These guys will assault move. And basically, they'll go 2.5, 5. Oops. He's back here. That's it.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. All right. These guys are gonna fire. They're gonna fire here. So those guys will be halved. So they will be 18, 9, and 8 is 17. So we'll be on the 14 minus 1. No, even, because you have a hedgehog. Oh,
Yep.
but there's orchard. There's orchard between us.
Yes, 4
So
plus 4.
2. 14
oh, plus 2. You moved forward, didn't you?
Yeah. So net.
And
net
a hedgehog
plus 2.
is improved.
Right.
So that's a plus 2. So it's plus 4 total.
Yep, and then minus 2 for the officer.
Yep. So net plus 2.
Yep.
On
yeah,
that's nothing. Yep. So yeah. Sometimes I just want to fire and then figure out if it hit. You know?
Yep. And
it's like you figure out, you take all this time to figure it out.
Right. I've moved everything, so it's up to you.
Okay. You know, he's still good because he can still see. Whoa, you fired. I can spot you now.
Right. Well, you could spot me anyway because I'm 6 hexes away.
No. Not from this hex.
Oh, right. Correct.
Now I can because you fired.
Correct.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So I can see you. So he will now direct fire.
Yep.
So we go right to the HPT. And so no cover state. You're not fired. It is plus 1 for the orchard.
Plus 2.
So 1 or 2. Is it 2?
2, yeah.
Yeah, I hit 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going to just look just to see this because I haven't measured it yet. But I believe you. But yeah, it's actually funny because it's the top 2 that it hits.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's just the angle, right?
Yeah, just the angle. It's like, oh, it's the top 2. Okay, so plus 2. So that's a 7 down to a 5. And I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
5 or less. And I shot the way you shot. This is not going the way it's supposed to go.
Nope. Neither one of us can hit anything.
So that mortar's fired, that mortar's fired, that mortar's fired. Another mortar somewhere, I thought. No, I only got 3 mortars.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for indirect fire. Let's move 2 hexes. Okay. I will pass. I'm good.
I've moved everything, so.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Close assault. Shall we roll?
No, go ahead.
All
I
right.
really don't have anything.
Well, he's gonna hop across there. I think he's gonna go there. Oh, these guys will, whoops, advance down the ravine. He'll move forward a hex. And, well, I guess, no, I don't want to do that. That would be silly. That would be silly. Actually, I might need to back that guy off because... No, as long as you move it 2 hexes, you gotta roll again.
I do get a -20 on that, though.
You do, yeah. But I do. But if I move here, you can just plop it on there and fire.
Oh
right?
yeah, because
So-
it's within that range. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think this guy.
Speaking of spotting for mortars, I was watching
Yeah, I
Hitler's
think we'll
Last
just go back
Stand.
this way. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a guy that was in between, like he found a ditch in between his guys shooting and the Germans, and he was calling mortar fire on the approaching infantry as they're running across. He's
Nice.
calculating, and yeah, this guy was like amazing. He did end up getting the Medal of Valor on finally in 2018. Like it finally got through all the process of everything, but he got like the service star, and like he's like technically the most decorated
Wow.
soldier. Yeah, it was just that he just because not only did he do that, he then fought hand to hand, took a group out and fought hand to hand. Matter of fact, it's in the Battle of the Bulge, not in this one,
Right.
but yeah. That was pretty interesting, and they actually did that. They did the Castle Itter
Oh yeah.
episode of exactly what happened there. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So yeah. So okay, you're all done moving.
Yeah, we're on a 2 for. I think I probably took the slow way. I'm not sure that was probably the right thing to do. I think I should have just come down the road, but we'll see.
I'm starting to see this. This one's definitely more balanced than the first scenario.
Yeah. All right, indirect fire. That's
Okay.
all you.
Yep, and do I want to do that? Okay, so yep. So first things first, I may have a couple things I'm going to do here. I'm going to take my mortar A CFF
Yep.
and drop it right there.
Yep. So you roll on the accuracy, but you get a -20 this time.
Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll an accuracy.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's it.
So you just flip it.
Yep. So that's good. Let's see. Flip. Oh.
Yep. Flip the FFE, and then you just roll.
Uh-oh. I switched. I didn't flip all your guys, did I?
No.
Okay.
And then
So
you
now-
roll. What are you? 60 millimeter. So you just
Yeah.
roll on the 60, whatever that is.
which that's the 8.
An 8. Yep.
Yep. Okay. 4 on the
Nice.
8 is a
C2.
C2.
So he'll take a casualty, and he'll take a casualty. So he's going to be a 6, 7, 8, 9 for the leader. He's good. Crew will be 6, 7, 8. Then he's a 10. And then those guys, the main squad, and the unhurt squad is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And then the 2 squads below them are like 8s, I think. They're fine.
Okay. So, by the way, my registration hex was A19 for my 105s.
Okay.
So I am going to drop my. I'm going to drop my 105 right on top of that hex.
Well, that's A19.
Yeah, that's A19.
No. This is C20. This is
I
A19.
know, but can I move it, or do I
No.
have to fire it there?
You have to fire at the registration hex.
Okay. And I can fire smoke too, can I?
Now, yes, you
Okay.
you can roll for battery contact and fire it here if you want. It's just you're not going to get the registration bonus.
But I would get minus.
You wouldn't get
Okay.
-20 because it's not the registration X.
Oh, okay.
You only get the -20 for the registration X.
Okay. But if I hit it there, then I have it set, and then if I move it from there, then I can get the -20.
Right.
That's actually a really still. But I can fire smoke there.
Right, you're going to get the -20 if you put it here, right?
Yep. But if I go,
and then if you move it again, like to there, then you get another -20. Not another -20. You get -20 again.
Yeah. I get what you're.
2 to 6 X.
Right. So with the smoke, it would be just in that hex, correct?
Nope, it's off board. It'd be these 7 hexes.
Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just fire smoke there to get a good, hopefully get something good.
Okay. I mean, you still roll for accuracy, so.
Yeah, still got to roll for accuracy. Yeah.
Right, and the first one, it's automatic battery contact, so you don't have to worry about that.
So it just automatically hits?
Yeah, the first attempt to use the battery... No. The first attempt to use the battery is automatic contact. So normally you'd have to roll roll for battery contact.
Oh, the battery contact? Okay, right. Got it. So that would
the first time you call for fire, you get it.
Okay.
And then you roll an accuracy with -20 because that's the registration hex.
Okay. And then from there on, do you roll for battery contact all the time?
Every time you want to fire. Yep.
Okay, because that's off board, not on board.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't. Okay. Got it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put smoke on. Try to put smoke on here.
Yep.
So, oh my God.
Jeez. Well, it's a 78, which didn't really help too much, but it's up 1 and over 1. So up 1 and over 1.
Yep. Okay, so then are those smoke 2s that go there or smoke 1s?
Smoke 1s.
Okay.
All 7 hexes.
That did not. I wanted it to go the other way.
I understand.
Where's the general? Nope.
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh, there we go. Smoke 1. Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah.
So, did that come out? There we go. Smoke 1. Can I clone these? Oh, good.
Yep.
You can clone. Okay, and then I need to label this as off board. Or did you already do that?
I just
you put 105 on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, got those smokes on there. Okay, so that's it.
Smoke them if you got them.
Ooh, do I want to try? So that would mark my FO as spotted, correct? Because that's technically.
He has spotted, so he gets marked spotting.
Spotted, okay. And okay, so do I want to?
And technically, Corporal or Captain Butler, whatever his name is, marked spotting as well.
I forgot to put that these guys fired. And this guy is spotted Control O. Boy, once you learn the quick keys, it's a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that would be... Now, can you fire a mortar direct during this fire phase as well?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but you haven't moved.
Correct.
So I couldn't see you there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pass.
Okay. Fire movement.
I don't have... Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're going to roll. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, well. Let's see what happens.
I mean,
you still got it anyway.
You could always just pass.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, yeah. God, we're flying. This is an 8-turn scenario.
Yeah. Well, I took the slow approach, so it's probably going to end up hurting, I think, but we'll see.
Well, you have multiple ways of, getting points, too. So.
Right. All right. I think these guys, I'm just going to move that off real quick. I think they're going to fire.
Okay.
Put that back on.
I'm assuming at...
And they're going to shoot here.
Yep.
So now we're within range, so we're going to be 5, 10, 16, 24.
Okay.
+2,
And
-2.
So I'm in a hedgehog,
Yep.
which is +2.
Yep. And then I have the officer, so -2. So it'll be
-2.
24 even.
Okay. I'm going to take some sort of hit on this thing.
Yeah.
4. I think that'll take him out.
C4. Not all. Well, it'll take out a lot of them, put that way. And I'm going to refill my glass with some more Angel Envy. Lori and I went shopping today. We drove all over trying to find some black walnut bitters because she wanted to make this one drink. And so we went to 5 different places, and finally in the last place we're like, okay, well, we didn't find the black walnut bitters, but let's get some scotch and some whiskey and there's a couple bottles of wine. And so now I got to make room on the shelf for all the bourbon that I bought.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm like, okay, well, what's near to empty? Okay, I'll drink that.
Okay, so we have a 5 down to a 1. Oh wait, no, sorry.
So you
it's a 6.
You should have 2 steps left in there.
I do.
Oh, yep, you do. Yep.
So Captain Butler will be at a 2. Starts out with a 2. Gets a 3 for the full squad south of it.
Yep. And +1 for the hedgehog.
Oh yeah, that's right. +1 for the. So he's a 4.
Yep.
4 or less.
Yep.
Oh right, he's
look
cool.
At that. Nice.
Okay, so that NCO. So we got. So he goes down to a 1, but +1 for the hedgehog, +1 for the NCO, and +1. So 4 or less. Oh, 1 anyways.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, how nice. Sometimes it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here. Are you going to fire rate?
I can't because I shot as a fire group.
Oh, fire group. That's right. Okay. So it's my turn.
I say, not until you go again.
Yeah. And I am going to take this mortar here, and we are definitely going to fire on the that stack.
Mm-hmm.
That just, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I moved him.
Sorry.
So again, so we're at 5 hexes, so it's still a 7, and then there's nothing in between it now.
7 hexes, but
yeah, 3 to 8. Yeah, sorry, but there's nothing in between it now,
Correct.
so it's a 7 or less to hit.
Correct.
Hit.
There you go.
Okay, so he is a 60, so that will be on the 8. No modifiers, obviously, but 4 on the 8 is a C2.
Yep, and put a bot down.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So we'll give him a casualty. And I think I'm okay with flipping the leader. Because they're not going to be running anyway. So he will be a 5, 6, 7, 8. He's good. He will be a 6, 7, 8, 9, blah, blah, blah. He's good. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're all good. 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then make sure you ID him.
Oh, yeah.
You could just use the color. It's up to you.
Yeah, I was just going to switch colors on the bots.
That's fine.
So this guy's going to be green.
Okay.
So
I will go ahead and fire a rate.
Okay.
So it's going to be an 8 even on that guy.
Yep.
Ugh.
That's enough.
And I will fire the rest of his rate since he's no longer a fire group. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 2 10s in a row.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it. Oh, man.
All right, that's all you.
Okay. Do I have any other?
That's why at Ameren, Missouri, we're not waiting on the future. We're building it with the Smart Energy Plan, advancing thousands of projects across the state.
What is...
Through cleaner energy sources, boost reliability with self-healing equipment, and better withstand storms with new composite poles. Moving Missouri
A
forward
ravine is...
closer together.
Linear depression.
Yeah, you can't see.
Can't see him yet, can I?
Correct, unless you happen to be here and then you were looking down it.
Yeah. Okay. Keeping an eye on those guys. They're gonna hit me. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Well, these guys are going to assault move. 5. You can't see them, so it doesn't matter.
I still can't see him.
Nope.
Okay.
They are down in the ravine.
Gotcha. This is a fun scenario so far.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, I think I might have made a mistake by trying to take the long way, but we'll see.
Well, it's either that or get obliterated right down the road.
Right, exactly. Which I think is what you're supposed to do. But,
Yeah. We'll see
but on
what
the other
happens.
hand, the Germans, I mean, they don't lose VP. All they can do is gain it by killing Americans and taking Foxville. So it doesn't, casualties don't matter, right?
Which makes sense because the Germans threw everything at
Right.
during this thing. It did not matter about that. So yeah, that makes
Exactly.
sense. Pass.
Well, I guess these guys will assault move, and I'm gonna leave that one squad behind because otherwise he's gonna slow me down. So they're gonna go 1.5, 3.5.
I'm gonna go one more.
No, actually they can't, can they? 1.5, 3, 4.5. That's right.
Yeah.
Because otherwise this guy would have paid 2.5, 4. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to keep up. So okay. And he's on the backside of the hill, even with the.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, with the +5, you should review that real quick because you might be able to see him from there. What's that called again? That's a
Is it a Hillox or a?
yeah, hillock.
Yeah. Because it's not a full. Level.
No,
correct?
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hillock. Precipitous terrain is created. Blah 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 blah. I don't care about that.
And the partial hillocks too.
Mm-hmm.
Hillock Hexside.
Hey, where the hell is that? Razorback Ridge. LOS. Full hillock. Or partial hillock. Here we go. Hillock hex sides of a partial hillock do not block or obscure. Alright, a unit on the upside, so that's me, is entitled to its cover, so it's technically good cover. And LOS benefits for any LOS that enters or leaves. Okay. Hillocks. Hillocks are found in some hex sides. Let's okay that up. Any LOS traced from level +5 hillock terrain may see over any +5 terrain, unless continuous slope applies, which it does not in this case. Let's see. All up portions treat +10 and higher portion as hill terrain. Oh no, that's not.
Are we talking about VV 18? This hex right there.
Yeah. So there's no continuous slope because there's another hill in between. But I'm trying.
Well,
I don't know if that lets you. If that lets us see.
oh, okay. I get what you're saying. saying.
Right.
It's not like WW7's not. It's. I think it.
Correct.
No.
This is not
I think,
continuous slope.
no.
But hillocks. All right. There are two types. Unit location. Any LOS trace from AC over +5,
I think if you-
which is fine.
Because that's just a hedge. It's not
Right.
It's not.
It just means he can see over the hedge to another same level hill, which is interesting because this is the same color as this. So what this? Oh no, that's a level down. Okay, I see. But I thought
If you were an XX17, I probably could see you because that would be continuous.
that would be
slope.
continuous slope. Yeah. So I don't.
But since WW7, I don't think you can because that's like That's that pancake thing.
Right, and I think I'm misremembering. I thought there was something about the hillock changing the way pancake worked, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
Hillocks. That's 812. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't in there, which is interesting.
There's a partial terrain something or another.
Being up and the application of a full or partial provides LOS over +5 level terrain.
812 is the partial one.
Blind Hex, consult the LOS. See 6-2, 621. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Adding heights. Nope. 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 Yeah, I don't think it's going to help.
Okay, let's see here. LOS from the level +5 portion of a full helic may be traced. Okay, and that's not a fill. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I don't think it's going to help
No.
see anything. So. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Then sure go.
So yeah, I can't see you just because you're another level
Right.
back.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna pass.
Okay. So this guy will assault move. I think we decided he could get to there.
Yeah, 1.5, 3, and you can't go any farther. So yeah.
Because it's 2.5.
Yep. And then
4, basically,
4, yep.
since he doesn't
Yep.
have the leader now.
Exactly.
But even with the leader, he would use 5.5 to get there. So.
Yep. So yeah, that's as far as he could go.
Yep.
Yep.
It's back to you.
That hedge just adds that a little bit. Pass.
Pass. You and your passing.
I know, right?
1, 2, 3, 6.
Defense
Okay.
is it's something I've been trying to work on, so that's why I wanted to do that. So,
This guy is going to run. I'll go ahead. and
where's
mark
he
him
gonna run
wounded.
to?
He's going to go 1,
Okay.
2,
Yep.
3,
Yep.
4,
Yep.
5, 6, because of the smoke.
Yep.
7.
Yep. Okay. Hold up, right there. I am going to fire from this guy right here. Oop, not there. There. Get a little crazy. So this guy's going to fire, up fire. So he's a 5, so that'll be a 4. I just got to see if he goes through the brush. I don't think so. Nope. Nope.
Ooh, I don't know.
Just barely.
That might clip the outer edge of the,
I don't know about that. I
like
see
this
gray.
one.
It's X19, I know. The topper one. Let's see here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
yeah, using the red one, it does.
Oh yeah, that's all I
right?
use now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
It is
barely
so
clips
close,
that finger,
yes.
right?
That little one just went a little bit too far. Okay.
Yep.
Well, anyways, so that'll be a 4. +1.
I mean, you're still -2
Minus-
because he's running.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's -1 actually.
Yep.
Not -1.
Yep.
Net -1. Okay, on the 4. 3 -1 is a 2 on the 4,
C1.
so that should be a C2.
C2? Oh,
Yep.
yeah. -1. Yep.
-1, yep.
Let me take that off. So he will flip. So he's a 3. And he. Oh, uh-oh. Come on, another 10. Nope. He breaks.
Nope. This is the one time you don't get that.
Yep.
Okay. Pass.
Okay. These guys are going to assault move. They're going to go 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4.5.
Pause.
4.5.
Oh,
Well, they can't go
4.
any farther anyway. So
Okay. Oh yeah, so that's fine then. Then we're gonna. If you're stopping there, then It's my turn. I'm not op firing. 'Cause
You're
I don't
not
think
up
you can
firing?
op
Well,
fire.
I'm going to assault
No.
fire.
Okay, go ahead.
Who to assault fire? That's the question. Yeah, I think we'll just shoot that guy. So we are going to be 6, 12, 17, 23 halved.
Let's see.
So
that's
10.
5, 10. Yeah, 23 halved.
Yep. Up 1, down 1. So on the 10 even.
And, yep.
7. C1. C1. C1 there.
C1. Okay, so that'll take care of that squad. So that's 3 points to you.
Oh, no. He was. Oh, was he a half squad with a casualty?
Yes. Oh wait, no. He's
No,
a
he was a
squad.
full squad with a casualty.
Yeah. Okay, so he just flips. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I thought. Which one is that? Oh, that's Captain Butler. That's right.
Yeah.
Which should be probably Corporal Butler,
Yeah. Whatever.
as you said. So he's that, and he does not have a casualty on him. He just flipped.
Correct. He's just flipped.
Okay, so Captain Price is an 8, goes down to a 7, but gets. Oh, that's not a full squad.
But he does get Private Eagles.
Yeah, which is weird, but
Yeah. Whatever.
he's fine.
Hey, sir.
The squad's at 4, goes down to 3, but goes up for Private Eagles back to 4. We're gonna break.
Yep.
But okay, that's fine. Okay, you assault fired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mortar,
Yep.
and he's going to fire
Yep.
on Captain Kinkles or Corporal Kinkles.
Corporal.
Yeah, Corporal Kinkles. Hex. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 1, 2, 3, I'm
Plus
just going to say it.
3. Yep.
Fresh. Plus 3. So that's going to be a 4 or less to hit.
Yep.
Oh, no, 5 or less because you're running because of assault movement.
Oh, right.
So 5 or less to hit. Any hits.
Yep.
And so we're rolling on the 8.
Yep.
A 3 on the 8
C2.
is a C2. Yes. I'm actually getting. I think I'm starting to get the tactics a little bit more.
Right.
Like, because you're not running over me anymore.
Nope. So he's a 5, 6, 7, 8. He's good. Squad underneath him. It's going to be good. Squad underneath him. It's going to be good. Thank God. So they're all good.
Yeah. Can't get you to break, but when you're stacked like that, it's hard. That's the one thing
Right.
I've noticed when I was doing
That's why you keep them together.
Yeah, I can't. I was told I can't
Right.
in this case.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
I have moved and fired everybody, so.
Yeah, let me see if I've got anybody else to fire at you. Yes, under Private Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to fire. You've already got a broken unit there. So we're going to fire at this group right here.
Okay.
So that's, I'm going to say 2 plus 2. No, plus 1 for
Yep.
the brush.
Mm-hmm.
But minus 1 for Private Eagles.
Mhm.
Thank you, Scott. I did download the Discord leaders, by the way.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's I was like, oh, anybody I can use that. So there's a captain around here. Yeah, Captain Cabrera
Nice.
is in the
right.
pillbox.
And
So
Private
anyways,
Eagles,
so
right?
yep, Private Eagles, exactly. We weren't playing the Brits, so you and I
Right.
weren't on there.
That's all right.
We'll have to start doing some like Scottish corridor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're rolling on the 4 plus 1 minus 1,
Yep, 4 even.
4 even, and a 4 C1.
Actually, no, minus 1, but it doesn't matter. It didn't change.
It's C1, yeah.
Well, I'm still not going to be running.
Oh, your assault movement. That's right.
Yeah.
So
So that makes him a 5, 6, 7, 8. He's good. He's a 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's good. The other guys are probably... Oh, 10 again? Nope. And then the last guy, I'll have to count him up. He's going to be a 6, 5, 6, 7. So I think the bottom 2 break.
Yep. I agree with that. Oh, finally starting to get some.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Can't see you with anybody in those areas there. That's no good. Let's go ahead and fire with this guy here.
We can mark these guys fired.
Oh, yep, thank you. And we're going up for up there.
Yep.
So it's going to be a 4 +1. -1, sorry. 4
Nope.
-1.
Captain Butler spotted. He cannot.
Oh, yeah, so it's just a straight 4 then.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't move. So it's just straight 4. 4 on a 4 is a C1.
Wow. Wow. So we will flip that guy. So that makes him a 6, 7, 8 for the leader. He's good. He's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's good. Next squad down is good. Next squad down is good. And then last squad. I better count that one. 4, 5, 6. Nope, 7, 8. He's good. Okay.
And let's see. Can't see anything with that guy. This guy, not so much. Nope. Okay, pass. And you're passing, so end
Yeah.
of.
All right.
Then
Close assault. Maybe we might as well roll. Oh, you're going first.
go first. Let's see. So you have to. The leader has to be in the hex for it to rally, correct?
Correct.
So Private Eagles is moving into the into the fox.
Probably smart.
Okay, your turn. Hey, you can move that unit out of A24 into ZZ24. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, me too. I don't think you're gonna like it too much, but
I'm not gonna rally. I'm not gonna sit there and if you think I'm gonna melee you, that's not even close.
no, but I might.
But you'd have to move. You can't.
I'm gonna
you
go
can't
there.
do 'em- Okay. Yeah, that's with the hedge there.
Right.
It doesn't block it, does it?
Yep.
It does.
Yeah.
Thought so.
Well, not between these guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No, but it does between all these guys.
That's okay. I'm hoping to do some damage with
You
that bazooka.
you can't fire the bazooka at personnel. I don't know why you have a bazooka.
What?
Not unless I'm in a bunker.
You gotta be kidding me.
Uh-uh.
Oh, I totally messed that up then.
Yeah, it's like I'm not sure why you have a bazooka unless you use it to get me out of one, right? If I happen to take a bunker, you can
That's
try to
just
take it back.
weird. Why would they give me one?
To take it back, or to collapse it if I take it.
Let's see here. I'm just looking here to see if there's any module specific rules on it. Doesn't look like it. You really can't shoot bazooka at
Well,
personnel?
they have to be in specific terrain.
Just want to see what it is, so I know if when I can use it and have to use it.
Yeah, I was trying to find it.
It's 14-4.
There you go.
Anti-personnel age.
Bazooka. Only against personnel in a building location under a bunker, blockhouse, cave dugout, or behind a wall, high wall, hex side.
Ooh. Or behind that doesn't hillside.
Right.
Where's that at?
So technically, if I was on the other side of the wall from the roadblock, you could use it. But
Okay. That's interesting.
all right, that's you.
So there is some possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's still I should have read up on that. That's a bummer.
Maybe.
I was actually thinking that there was some tanks involved in this, and I was like, oh, this will be great right here. I'll keep him from going through. Okay, but if I put him, I had put him behind the wall of the roadblock. Okay. These guys down.
I like how the Z is offset CZ24.
Yeah,
Like got
it's the
pushed
only one that
down
is.
by the hedge.
I should go look.
Like a lot of them
I
are
bet that's what
in
it
that
is.
row, but yeah, it's funny.
I bet that's. Oh yeah, that whole row is slightly off.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's where the overlap was.
Oh,
No,
it could be.
No, the fold's in D. If you look at D20, you
Oh.
can tell the fold's there. But they all are off on that all the way. I'll have to look at the regular map and find out. I'll have to pull my maps out. Anyways, I'm just debating whether I want to pull the one guy back or not. Not give you 3 points. I'm gonna pass right now. I'll let you do some movement.
He's gonna go there.
Okay. Pass.
We're gonna go there. You can have that back.
Okay. Doesn't that follow you? Or...
You have
you're
no
not-
you have no line of sight because the hedge blocks it.
Gotcha. We'll just move those to the side, just in case I need to use them again. Okay. I think I'm just gonna pass.
Okay.
I'm not moving anything else.
I think these guys will go there, and these guys will go there, and that will be it.
Okay, I'm done as
End
well.
of turn. Rally. Why don't you go ahead because you only have the one
Yep.
dude.
Yep. Nope.
I'm gonna go with no.
Does that work? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't think
think
you
it
can.
does.
I don't think you can courage on a rally.
I think you can. I think I read that. I could be wrong.
Aren't you the
But
one
I
doing
could've-
the morale stuff?
Yeah, and that's why I think it is. It was one of those that I was like,
Oh, yep,
that's-
including while attempting to rally. There you go.
Thank you. So he is couraged.
Nice, just in time to die.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna roll for my dudes. So they are 6, 7, 8. So they both rally. Sadly, not the other guy. But that's okay. Okay. Indirect fire. That's you.
Okay, so we're gonna take the 105, and we're gonna move him 2 hexes down. So I got to roll on the accuracy. Oh, I got to roll for contact first, right?
Correct. And technically, I don't think you have that there. Because you no longer have line of sight into that hex.
Okay, so I just need to place it then.
Right. Which again,
That's the first-
you could put it in
I have
the
to-
registration hex if you want. But
Oh, because I already had it there. But that.
first you have to roll for battery contact.
Okay, so that's an American, so that's 6 or less.
Yes.
And I got a 7, so that's not going to work.
Okay.
Okay, so this turn, no heavy hitters.
Correct.
But, can I... Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, no. I couldn't see you there. Okay, here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my FO? Oh, no, because... Is that too far away? They have to be next to the mortars, right? The leader has to be next to the mortar to spot.
No.
No?
Well, technically, yes. But if you look at the battle Twin Villages special rules. You have handy talkies.
Oh.
All combat effective American leaders are considered equipped with a handy talkie radio that allows them to be treated in the same manner as an FO for use with 60mm company mortar OBA only. And by OBA they mean called fire.
Okay, so what is that? Is there a
It
range
means
on that?
it just means like you can use any leader to call the mortar in.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
like,
that's
say
what I
this
meant.
guy had a line of sight on somebody, he could call for
Okay.
fire from the mortar as a spot.
As long as the mortar is next to the leader, correct?
No, because he's got a handy talkie, he can do it from anywhere.
Okay, so the FO or Private Eagles could spot for the mortar that's in U-20.
Correct. I believe that's what that means. Yeah.
Okay. Now, here, I'm going to throw this question out. Since it's a mortar, it goes up and down. Does the spotting matter? Does
Right.
the brush matter?
What do you mean?
Well,
Yes, brush is a hindrance. Well, only for the spotter.
okay. So in this case,
yeah, you only count. So when you make the accuracy die roll, you
Yeah.
count any hindrance that the spotter has.
okay, so if I take Private... This is all new, by the way, so I'm learning on this one. So if I take Private Eagles in here and spot Corporal Clink, there'd be no...
Correct.
So
I mean,
it would
you
just...
still have to roll on accuracy, but yes,
Yes, I still have to roll an accuracy. So I'd
Correct.
put a CFF there.
correct.
Okay, so which I can take... Oh, that's because that's mortar. So that'll be a new one. Hold on, I got to pull up another
Right. We'll just
CFF
clone it.
mortar. Oh, yeah, thank you. Clone. There we go.
Mortar B.
Yep. Okay, so if I did this, so then, oh no, not there, right there.
Yeah. So you'd mark Private Eagles as spotted,
Yep.
and he's using his handy talkie to talk to these guys, who you have to
Now,
mark.
could I use the FO that's in that same hex, Captain Price?
Yeah.
Okay, because
It's because it's as long as he's a leader. Yeah, doesn't matter.
okay, and he didn't contact, so that wouldn't work, right?
I don't think it
So-
matters.
Okay,
I think you can call for
It's-
fire for multiple things.
okay, okay. So the FO fire. So he spots. So there's no hindrance.
Correct. So you're just going to roll
Oh.
base roll on the accuracy.
Yep.
Mark the mortar, label the mortar,
yeah.
and mark it fire. Right.
Yeah, I was label. There we go.
That's fine. So 49 is up 1 and over 1. They're up there.
Okay.
Which technically is you can't see.
Yep, so
can
I
you
lose
see
it.
that?
No, spotter wise.
It's
Ooh, I
plus
have to look.
4. It's plus 8. So no, you can't see that. So you.
Okay, that's
lose
what I
that.
thought. Yeah, yeah. So he's. Oh yeah, I gotta mark that guy fired.
Yeah.
That guy fired. Oh, I'm not having luck all of a sudden.
Nope.
I don't like this. I'm trying to figure out this hex. There's too many hedges there for him to see down that, isn't there?
I don't know what you're looking at, but
Oh, sorry. You move the guy out of there.
yes.
So I can't see. So Mortar A can't see him.
Where's Mortar A?
And-
Well, Mortar A is down in the. He's
Yes.
down a level anyway, but the spotter
Well-
cannot see him either. No.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're going across the hex, right? The hedges,
Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. There's too many hedges in the way.
right?
Yeah.
Well, it's just any hedge is going to be a problem, but yeah.
Well, I thought hedges are only obscuring when they're adjacent.
Plus, it's +5, so it's blocking terrain.
Okay, so yeah, so if you have one, it's fine. If you have multiple, it's gonna.
Well, no, it's because like when you draw this line of sight, it crosses this hex by,
Okay.
and because that's +5 and we're at the same level, it just blocks line of sight. Period.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, if you were tracing directly, like across this hex,
Oh, it
spine,
does say blocking. Okay.
Right,
got
it would just be a hindrance. But,
I got you. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
hey, look, there's an Evan. He's not listening, but he's watching.
I see a van.
Yeah, he goes by Van for some reason.
Okay. Do we need to check? Yeah. Let me keep it on. Okay. Okay, so he can't spot, but technically speaking, Captain Cabrera could spot him. But that'd be a whole new CFF, correct? If Captain Cabrera here, 'cause he could spot this guy.
I think so. But yes.
Because-
so you would
but it
start
would-
all over.
Okay, so I'd
It's
use
a
the same.
different spotter, right?
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, just to see if I can get lucky enough.
Mm-hmm.
So this mortar A is still gonna fire,
Mm-hmm.
but we're using Captain Cabrera as a spotter this
Mhm.
time. So I got him set as spotter. So let's go ahead and roll 60.
It's gonna be
Down 1 and over 1.
Yep.
So D22,
Yep.
which he cannot see.
Captain Cabrera cannot see that.
Because it's
But it
down
rises.
a level.
But it rises plus 20.
Okay,
so
so it's
probably-
down plus 10.
Probably not.
The hill, the hills,
Yeah.
the hex, yeah. So,
So it just comes off.
yep. Okay. God, my mortars all of a sudden can't hit. You
Right.
moved
And then-
enough to cause me problems,
Yep.
and I got to mark these guys fired.
Yep.
I don't know why Evan is not.
Who knows?
No. It's hard to see because we're not like chatting. Okay, that's all my indirect fire.
Okay. Fire movement.
You got a 6 and I got a 10, so you
Ooh.
go first. That is not what I wanted.
I'm sure it's not. Wow. Do I shoot? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to because I can't afford to get shot at. So these guys are going to shoot here.
Which guys? Corrupt.
These guys
Oh,
are
yeah,
going to shoot
okay.
those guys.
Yep.
So I'm going to be
sounds good.
5, 10, 15, 20 even. Because plus 1 for the leader, minus 1 for the leader, plus 1 for the foxholes.
Yeah.
So 20 even. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. C1.
Okay. And Private Eagles, you're going to take a hit. Oh. There we go.
So the courage dude doesn't have to take a morale check, but everybody else does.
Yeah, so Captain Price goes down to 7, but up to 1. He's good. Eagles goes down to 5. And that's it. He goes down to 5.
Plus 1 for the hedgehog,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
but he failed
still-
anyway, so.
Yep, miserably. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, you know.
He can self-rally, though, so
Right.
if he's still around.
That's you.
Let's go ahead. Damn it! Now I'm kind of bummed that Cabrera didn't do what he was supposed to do. Because I can't use him now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead. We're gonna take this 767 squad,
Mm-hmm.
and we are going to fire, and we are going after this guy right here. So it's on the 6.
Yep. Taking advantage of the continuous slope.
Phew. That is nothing.
That will be a big fat nothing, Tony.
Yep, 0. Okay, back to you.
Huh.
It's funny that it's a continuous slope,
Yep.
even though it's all on the same level.
Right. Well, that's what the Hillocks do, right?
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and fire rate up here
Okay, I figured you would.
at this guy. So it'll be a 4 even.
Yep.
Nothing.
That's nothing.
And actually, we should probably put our CFF marker in there.
Yeah. Yeah, because that when you did hit, I didn't hit the other ones.
Actually, it was a 20, so.
Should be a 10. Yeah, because there was no movements.
Yep.
I did not realize that with the CF until you told me about that. That it moves column shifts left or right.
Yep.
That was neat. So I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird things, right? So.
Yeah. I thought they gave up column shifts, but
Well, it's only on the
not
collateral fire,
completely. But
right.
yeah.
Only for certain things.
Oh, so it's back to me. Let's take this guy right here. Firing on that one. So it's going to be 4 plus 1.
I think we decided +1, right? It only clips
Yep,
one.
4.
Yep.
Yep. 4 plus 1. And that is a fat 0.
Yep.
Like all of a sudden, our gun stopped. Maybe it got too cold.
Right. You got cold. Cold feet.
I'll have to say, I've done pretty good. You don't have any victory points yet.
So these guys are going to assault move.
Okay.
If we go there... You can't see them. So
yeah,
we're going to assault fire here first.
I could opportunity fire up there.
Well, I'm going to assault fire first.
Okay.
Oops. I need to mark them all as fired. Jeez. Okay, and we're going to fire here first. So I'm going to be 6, 7, 6, 13, and 6 is 19, and 5 is 24 halved, so it would be 10. Up 1, down 1. So 10 even. Oh, come on.
We are rolling like crap right now.
I'm telling you. Well, so actually, let me rephrase that. They are not assault moving. They are crawling. Duh. Not C. What's crawl? Control W?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to crawl to there. Because the only guy that can see him is that guy.
I thought you moved. Oh, no, that's right. You infiltrated into XX17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So now he can fire on him.
He certainly can.
With nothing changed. So that'll be a 6
Yep.
straight.
+1, I'm uphill.
7, 8 on the 6 is nothing, I bet.
Nice.
Nope. He
Mark
is
him.
fired.
Fard.
And that's the only one that can see you right now
Yep.
because of the pancake.
Correct.
Oh. That was my opportunity fire, so it's my turn. Yep, nope, can't do that. Just checking to make sure that that's right. I was pretty sure I couldn't see you. Oh, man. But this freaking too far away there. I can't. Man, I can't see you.
It's like I planned it that way.
Ah, dang it. Pass.
Pass. Okay. These guys are going to do basically the same thing. They're going to crawl. But first, they're going to assault fire into here.
Okay.
So they're going to be 6, 13, 19. I think it's the same shot. 23. So it's a 10. Up 1, down 1.
Would the hex cause an issue? Wouldn't that be a hindrance?
Because
it's a full hex
no,
side?
because you're adjacent. right? Because we're
Yeah, but I don't know. Down the hex spine is a little. That's the only thing I was curious about. Is
I
because it's
don't
down the hex spine.
Yeah, I mean we can check. I don't think so.
I'm just gonna look and see.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Nope, it doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
It just says blocking.
Yeah,
But
it's good
plus
cover
5.
for LO. So it's good cover. It's not a hindrance, right? But you can only
Okay.
take. You can either take the foxholes or the hedge, not both.
Which they're both good cover.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Up one, down one. So
Yep.
it's straight
So
on the 10, right?
10 even.
5
5
is
is a C2.
C1. C2. Yep, C2. Which takes care of that entire
Yep.
crew.
And they'll crawl there.
Yep. Okay. Well, there's 2 points.
2 point. Is a crew 2 points?
I think crew's 2 points because it's a carrying.
Let's see. Non-leader personnel stacking point value. Yep. So we'll add X as VP. Dose.
Oh man, I messed up on that part. And then you'll get 1 point at the end of the game if we get there for that foxhole.
Wait till I pick up the bazooka and use it on your pillbox. All right, that's you.
You still have to hit, and I don't know if you could see because there's 2 hex sites that you'd have to go through.
Oh, I have to. Well, because you're in a pillbox, I have to be adjacent to you to do it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it's a pillbox. Yeah.
correct. But I can work my way around behind
Yeah.
and fire
Heck,
from
you
it.
might as
in
well.
max.
Here's the thing: why would you even bother with that when you could take that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Like you get that whole stack off.
Boop, boop, boop. Right.
Yep. Yep. Hmm.
It's your go.
I know.
No. Just check.
I'm just debating. I mean, I got the corners covered, almost. I made a mistake with that setup. It's a learning lesson, though. Well, let's go ahead and take this machine gun here and fire, as well as this guy. And oh, what the hell's going on?
Which machine gun?
Yeah, the machine gun. No, and the. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, the machine gun and the squad.
Yep.
So that'll be the 8. That'll be on the 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's gonna be straight up. Does the roadblock cause anything?
Oh yes.
+2.
Actually,
2 DRM.
it's a +5 hindrance. It blocks line of sight.
Oh, so unless I'm adjacent to it or in it, I'm assuming.
Correct. So it's technically it's blocking your line of sight up this road
Okay, so I can't fire there.
because it's continuous slope though.
I gotcha.
That's a good question. Yeah, because it's literally on this hex side.
Yep, it's on that hex side. So,
Right.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna pass.
All right. Well, these guys are going to fire. And they're going to shoot this guy. So he gets a +1 for the wall. 1,
Damn,
2,
I'm
3,
pissed
4,
about
5.
that.
5, 10, 14, 22. So on the 20, -1. +1 for the wall, -2 for the leader. So 20.
Well,
-1.
the roadblock, roadblock's improved.
Is it?
I thought so.
I thought it was just a
roadblock's
wall.
Nope. Roadblock's
Oh, but a
improved.
wall is improved. I'm sorry.
Yep. So it is 2 + 2. So
Yeah, so it'd be even on the 20.
yep. Fire away.
Yeah, where the hell is that anyway? Roadblock. Yeah, improved. Yeah, because it's a wall.
Yeah, it's in
right.
the end. Yeah.
So it's a 20 even.
Yep.
Oh, what the hell with these big numbers and I'm rolling 7s and 10s and
It's a C1.
C1.
And he breaks anyways.
Wow.
I'm still pissed about that. Damn it! If I would have known that, I would have had somebody a little bit better down there.
I can't even. Make sure you lick your
Whatever.
mouth. So
Good night. So that would be a... There you go.
Pass.
Pass? I'm running out of shit to do, Tony. I guess this guy will assault move. He's not going to get to go very far because he can basically go 2 hexes.
Yep.
So I either send him to WW17 or XX17. I think I'm going to send him there. If I go there, I can infiltrate across. Either way, so he'll go there.
And pass again. I just don't have anything to do.
All right, this
Need
guy
infiltrate.
assault move. So that's, oh geez, 1 plus cost of terrain is 2.5. Don't think I want to go into there, so I'll just stop there. I guess I'll assault fire this guy for 3 plus 1. So 2 plus 1. Nope, nothing. That's you. I have pretty much
Pass.
done everything, so
Yep.
pass.
Yep.
Close assault.
Damn it.
We're going in here.
Yep, I knew it.
Somewhere in here is a melee marker. Here we go. Let's leave it there. That's fine. That's you.
I'm sending Captain Butler into the
What?
robot.
Okay.
Back to you.
Send those guys into there. Yeah, you can't even see there. I think these guys will go. Whoop! These guys will go there. Actually, let me rethink that. Do I want to go there? Because that's 2. You can't see it there. Yeah, no. Whoa, hello. Yeah, we'll go there. That's fine. That's you. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
It's a thinking thing. There's nothing else I can do. I'm gonna pass.
All right.
Or there's
Good.
stuff I can do, but it's
Those
just
guys
pointless.
are all going in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go in there, and eventually he'll pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to move my... think we'll go there. And this guy will come over here. Okay, melee.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna drag these guys like here.
Yep. This is
And
the
move
nice
the-
open area.
Move the foxhole back. All right, he's gonna go with these guys. I've
You
got-
easily 1, 2, 3 to 1.
I've got 6.
I don't think you have enough for 4 to 1.
13, 25 to 7.
Yep,
so
3 to
3 to
1.
1 minus 1 for the leader, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
5.
5.
Is 5, so that's it.
Okay. But I can take.
Correct. You can do a 1-to-1 on this guy or
Yep.
this guy.
Yep. So we're gonna go on this the 657 guy.
Yep.
So it's 1-to-1. 5 on 1-to-1 is a C1.
C1.
Okay. So you're up to 5 points now.
Yep.
Damn it! I see you getting this one. Damn it. Oh. It was going so well until that last turn.
Yep.
Okay, rally, right?
It's only melee, right?
Yep, that was the only melee.
Yep. So why don't you rally your guy, and I'll roll for mine.
He did rally.
He's gonna rally.
This is so much fun. I'm enjoying this though, as
Yeah,
much as that irritates me.
Well, I
Like,
I think it's a really good scenario. I do.
it is. I was a little nervous about
Right.
it, but I see the benefit of it for sure.
Mhm.
It's a good scenario.
It's you for indirect fire.
Which my 105, I don't even know who can see what anymore.
Well,
Um,
roll for battery contact first.
I get it.
Hey,
Oh, I know I can see this group. I know I can see that group.
from the
The
FO.
FO.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, easily.
Yep.
So
So
now I got to
then-
roll for
Accuracy.
accuracy.
Now, technically, so here's where you were asking like what the hindrance is.
Yeah.
So it goes through 1 hex of hindering terrain, so you're going to be +1 on your die roll. Right. I mean, it's not that big of a
I'm
deal,
gonna
right?
I'm gonna roll like a 16, and it'll end up being a 17.
Right,
Everything up.
exactly.
Oh no!
Oh,
Ooh, he hits.
yep. So flip it right there.
Yep. All right. Nice.
And that 105. I mean, there's only 1 hex, so it's just going to hit that hex, but
Yep. Yeah, but the 105 is on a 30.
it's on the 30.
Yep.
Kaboom. Oh,
And I roll a freaking 9. A C1.
C1. Wow. So we'll put a casualty on that dude who just recovered. So he is a 5. Oh, come on. He's a 5, 6, 7, 8 for the leader. Oh.
Oh, he gets it. Oh my god. Oh.
So he is now a -2 is a 6, 7, 8, 9. He's good. Next guy's a 9. Woo! Actually, next guy's an 8. Next guy is an 8. The last guy is really low. That's probably good though, because he's a 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so he's good. Wow. That's some crappy shooting with their 105s. Not that it was your fault, but you know what I mean. You need to, you need to
there's
go have
no
some
peer
words with
around
those gunners, is what I'm saying.
Yep. And of course, there's no other units around.
Right.
To,
Oh
to
yeah,
do
had
that.
there been like, right?
Yeah, that would have been fun. So would it have been 30 on each one then?
Each hex.
Oh
You'd
man.
have, you'd have rolled for each hex.
Jeez.
Yep.
That can be very, very effective.
Right. Which is why you don't want to be too clustered when there's artillery in play, right?
Yep. Agreed. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you rolled 30 for each.
Yep.
Oh man, that could have been so much better.
Yeah. I mean, you could have put some serious hurt on those guys.
A C7 would have been nice.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, even a C4 or a C5. I
Right,
would
somewhere in
have
the middle would have been nice, right?
Yeah. But a C1 on a
Yep.
10. Oh my god.
It was the snow. It,
It died into impact.
right.
Okay, do I want to do an indirect fire for... Although I could do a direct fire with a mortar in this area.
Correct.
I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take mortar B. Because I don't have to do the CFF, right? Because it's... sorry.
Only if you want to.
Well, I'm going to do that one.
Yep.
So that's just the HTP.
Yep.
And that is 2, so that starts with 9.
Yep.
And that's the minimum hex range I can go to. But there is 1 hex.
Correct. And I'm
so
in your foxholes.
Yeah, so that's 2. So it's 7 or less to hit.
Which, let me check that. Can I have that many dudes in a foxhole? I guess so.
As long as you're not overstacked, I don't think there's.
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit for foxholes.
No.
Like there is for bunkers and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foxholes are just like, because
Right.
it's not improved. It's just
7
good.
or less.
And I'm gonna roll a freaking 8. Oh my god!
Jeez. You're not supposed to say that, Tony.
I was trying to reverse psychology, my guys. Oh my
That did not work. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, fire. Oh my god. Oh. I would cry if it wasn't so.
Right. I mean, that was just bad.
Oh man. So with this, because I have the walkie-talkies things, I can take Private Eagles and spot for the mortar that's in VV20. Correct? That's my understanding. Okay.
I think technically you can still use Captain Price because he can spot for the 105s. I think he can spot for he's a leader. He's got a handy talkie. I think he can spot for any mortar.
Okay.
You can spot for multiple
okay.
firing entities, whatever.
Okay. So this one I have to do a new CFF. Did I even fire? I have not fired with
Nope,
this.
he's only fired direct.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. So I need a new CFF. Is there a way to do that without?
I'll just clone it.
I know, but I was just kind of curious.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so. You'd think there'd be like a place CFF or something.
CFF marker. Yeah. Okay. I'll just.
Oh,
clone.
I think you can on the spotter himself.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
Maybe not.
Let's see. Combat.
Nope.
Battery.
I thought there was, but I guess not.
There's a battery assignment, but that's.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so I need to do a new mortar. So clone, and this will be mortar C. Oh, I don't need to clone that one. Oh my god!
How many times are you gonna clone it? Are you sure you're not drinking, Tony?
I have not had. Well, I can't say I haven't had anything.
You might want to at this point, but
yeah, no kidding. Oh, my mouse keeps going down. I need to just do Control L. Okay, mortar C. Okay. Oh man. Delete that one. Wait. Oh, that's right. You can't just. I kind of like that you can't just hit delete. Okay. So here we go. Straight accuracy. Here we go.
Insult to injury there. Not with a 96 though. Holy shit! Is that even on the map?
Yeah, it is.
It's
down 1
right
2.
there.
Oh, yeah. So that's where I was hitting. Oh, geez.
That's funny.
So that flips to an FFE, right?
It does.
Okay.
Now in this,
yeah, because I can spot him there.
Correct. Now in this instance, I get the cover though. So.
Oh, for the because it hits, but you
Right.
get the cover, right?
Right.
So, okay, because it was not intentional. My guys missed so bad that.
Right.
Well, okay, so that's gonna be on the 8.
Well, yeah, 8 plus 1, 3. Nice, C2.
That's C2. Yep.
Why is that? There we go. So we'll give him a casualty and him a casualty. So that leader is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the guy on the hill. He's good. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's count that guy up. He is a 7. He's down 3, so he's a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's good.
So I did some damage, but nothing.
Yep.
Okay, I think I've fired just about all my mortars. I think I only have one mortar left. And I do. Mortar A I have left.
Yep.
With mortar B I did try to do direct fire.
Correct.
And so this one... Because Cabrera or Price cannot see C19
I
because of
don't
the way
think so, right?
Because of the way the hills work. Because that's plus 20, and so yeah, he's hidden behind the hill, and he can't really see. He could see that single squad, but I'm not too worried about the single squad. I'm worried about the stack down here, which I can't see.
I thought, didn't you say you recovered that guy?
Oh, I never. You know what? I never rolled for him.
Oh, yeah, roll for him. Roll again for him. Nope.
Nope, he's still broken. Okay. I never did. I rolled for the other guy I had
Right.
broken, or the leader. Private Eagles is who I rolled for.
Right.
Ugh. Okay, I'm done with my indirect fire.
Okay. Fire movement.
Okay, go ahead. I knew you were gonna have to go. You were gonna get to go.
Huh. Wow.
Also, you're looking. We're about, I won't say 2 hours in because we didn't get started right away, but we're less than 2 hours in, and we're almost,
Right.
through this scenario. So
Right.
I do like this scenario. It's good.
All right. I think.
I could.
Yeah, I like it. I do think there's some good stuff here. I think these guys are going to fire here.
Yep.
So I'm going to be 5, 10, 14, 22. Even.
You know what I
Oh,
realized? I
you've
did not.
got to be fucking kidding me. C1,
Yep.
which is all it takes because he's only got one step left. But
Yeah. I
seriously.
can't remember if that was a half squad or a full squad.
Yep.
Start off with how many half squads did I get?
So that is technically
2 half
game.
squads. Yes, because my other two there's 1, 2 half squad. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Germans
game.
win at game end if they accumulate greater than or equal to 8 VP.
Well, it's you got it greater than 8.
Right. I guess
So-
my question would be is do I have to subtract my own losses? I mean, I haven't lost anything yet, but
But it says in addition to exit VPs earned.
right.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
technically I'm at,
that's in addition.
yeah, I'm at 9 right now.
Okay.
And these guys would all walk off, so we'd
Yeah,
go
you
beyond.
would've-
But
yeah,
that's a good question, right?
yeah.
Where does it talk about casualty VPs? Players accumulate them using the values provided in the casualty CVP. Yep. Exit, control, building, bunker. It doesn't really talk about it. Units
Well-
oh, that's exit.
Yeah, there may. I wonder if there's something that was supposed to be there.
Well, I'm wondering, do you?
But it would. So it's greater because unless it would say differential.
Oh, that's true. Right.
It would say differential.
You are probably right. I'm trying to throw you a bone, Tony. But
No, I like this scenario.
I do.
I mean-
yeah, I do. I think it's a good one.
There's a lot there to it.
Right.
And the fact that I lasted 6 turns. Now I'm just pissed about that southern
Yeah.
road.
Well,
And that was my fault for not reading bazookas.
yeah, and I think
Like-
Yeah, I think a little bit different setup, and I hate to blame the die roller, but your indirect fire didn't really come into
That
play
one
until
turn.
this last turn, right? Where you're
No, it skipped a turn because
right,
I did pretty good the turn before,
right.
but last turn it skipped. So turn 5 it skipped.
Yep.
Like I couldn't do anything, and I hit on a 30. That's what really hurt. That hitting on that 30 on that stack and getting a C1.
Right.
Seriously. Oh, I like this scenario though. This is going to go on one of my favorite scenarios.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is a pretty good one. I mean, because even though it's 8 turns, it clicks off pretty fast because the first 2 turns are really the Germans just moving, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
because you can't see them. So
Yeah, exactly.
now again, I guess so. I get it. The scenario designer's saying, okay, I'm going to give the Germans a chance to either develop an attack this way or develop an attack this way. You could have just started them outside of spotting range
Yeah.
and shortened it by 2 turns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever.
That sounds like an ASL scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could do that. You could make this a tournament scenario by doing that, like saying
Right.
you all start on like F19
Right. Well,
or that scenario, bring them on there.
right.
But you could still set it up. That
I
you
still
could
think
give
it's
them
a
multiple-
good. I think it's a candidate for a tournament scenario anyway because
I
it's
do
very
too. I do too.
tight. I think.
Yeah.
But I mean that's based on
I
one
think-
play, right? But still.
I think you could give it we got to play it a few more times to
Sure.
really do it. But I would say giving the Americans maybe instead of the 2 half squads, the 2 full squads. That's the only thing because there's 2 half squads. I
Yeah.
got 2 half squads.
I don't
and-
know. I mean, had your artillery come in, it would have been a much closer battle. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's true. Yeah, because I would have knocked out a few more things.
Exactly.
Definitely. I think I had a decent setup except for that southern road. Like
Yeah.
I think I.
Well, that was just
I
a
was-
misreading of the bazooka roll, right?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Or else, because I would have had probably the machine gun there, or maybe I would have put the pillbox there. You
Maybe. Yeah.
You know,
I think that's tough.
because that area I can't get a spotter really in there for the mortars.
Well,
Like
any
that's
combat
that
effective
southern area.
any combat
Yeah.
effective leader
Mhm.
can be spot for the mortars.
Yeah, but it's so hard. The LOSs there are
Right.
just hard.
The problem is, I mean, you saw like it took me till turn 6 to actually get up here and do anything. So
Yeah.
that's the Germans playing for the long play for sure. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
To try to sneak around. So
Now,
had that not ended, this guy would have just gone boom boom, and then on turn 8 he just walked off.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
which would have been a shit.
So
ton
this
of big
southern
right?
this southern area, because of that, would be
Right. You almost need
you
to
know,
load it up a little bit,
yes.
and maybe even
See, I think I loaded up the north side too much.
right. Well, and maybe
'Cause I
even
have-
rotate this dude, right?
Okay.
So
and do it
he's
that way.
covering. So he's covering this and this
Then-
and
yep.
this, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then it would make it harder for you'd have to
Correct.
really go down here,
Right.
which could slow you up to the point where you may not be able to get off.
Right. Or
on
at least
turn
take
8.
casualties, right?
Yeah, cut them down for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then maybe have a support group, in like this area that could flex down
Right.
if need be. Like
Yeah, and you
throw a
didn't
squad.
do a lot of movement. You know what I mean?
No,
So-
I didn't need to really, and I
Right.
mean, if I moved, it would have been a reaction to you,
Right. Yeah, I think
and that would have I wouldn't have been able to do anything then.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the pillboxes on the end of the line I kind of like this one, but I think
Yeah.
this one may be down here somewhere.
yep. Yeah.
But yeah, well, that's the good thing is that I think the scenario has a lot of replay value
Yeah, you
because the
definitely
Germans could just come just barrel assing down and try to overrun, right?
Yep. Yeah, I picked A19 as kind of a center point,
Mhm.
and that seemed to not be too bad of an idea
Yeah.
for my registration ads.
Well, and that's the nice thing, right? Because the registration is really you drop the round and then you start just walking the fire into wherever the Germans are, right?
Yep, it's
Because you get that minus 20 to make sure you got it close
yeah,
to where you want it
and
to be.
the second turn I wasn't able, or so
Right.
turn 4, we'll say turn 4.
Well, that's the
really
problem. You
was
missed the battery contact, so.
Yeah, that I missed. That's what I was going to say. I missed the
Mhm.
better contact on that one.
Which happens.
Well, good
right?
scenario. Yeah, good scenario.
Yeah, I
Really
like it.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Awesome.
The mines didn't get used, so I
Yeah.
don't know how effective those were, other than to deter you from going certain ways.
Right. Well, I mean, I think you do. You block the road, right? You put them on because
Yeah.
otherwise the Germans just run right through it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping you would run through so I could see what happens, but
Yeah. No.
you would avoid it. But that
Right.
would slow you. The whole idea was to slow you down. The mines
Exactly.
were there.
Well, like you said, we just got you can't run if you're not on the road. So.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So it does slow you down.
Hmm.
That's southern. I think I overloaded the northern, but you can't take too much up there
Right.
because then you would focus on up there. So I
Correct.
think you said, hey, I see he doesn't have much down here.
Yeah.
This might be a good opportunity.
Right.
You know,
Well, my
that's
thing
kind of-
was I'm going to use the ravine to work my way down,
Yep.
and then when I got down here, that's when I noticed that you actually had this pointed this way,
Yep.
right? So all I had to do was work my way around, and once I get to here, I mean, this is
Yep.
blind. So boom, boom, and then off the map,
Yep.
right?
Yep. So the way that works out, man,
Right.
what a good scenario.
Mhm.
This one, who did this one was good. This was good.
Yep. I like it.
Which I didn't know how good it was going to be. Like some of these defend like at all costs because that's kind of
Right.
what this is.
I like
Are
it better
very
than
hard-
the last one we played. Put it that way.
Oh God, yeah, yep, yeah. That and the next one, 2 to 4, that one looks interesting
Yeah.
because of the German setup specifically.
Yeah. I'll have to take a look at that one.
Yeah. So, well, I'm gonna let you go. You sound like you're about ready to fall asleep.
Yeah, getting there. Although it's later for you, but you haven't
Yeah.
been drinking.
That is true. That is true. So,
Yep.
okay, yeah. Let's save that. It's gone, and we are done. Well, good play. Enjoyed
Yep.
it, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
Yep. You too.